Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah,
Pretty good. All right.
I've been successfully not eating any additional sugar than more than needed for 5 days, almost a week.
Wow. So is that zero sugar?
Well,
Or
not
is
zero
that-
sugar because there is sugar in food, but not additional sugar except maybe in between those 5 days, like 3 apples. But other than that, well, I add some sugar if I cook something, but I do not eat any sweets or anything. Well, basically, I keep within acceptable levels of sugar per day.
That's very good for you.
The first 2 days was quite hard because,
Just how much stuff has sugar in it?
no, because I'm in Germany, not in the US. Mostly because my body was like, you know what? I'm very addicted to sugar. I would like some sugar, please.
Mm-hmm.
But it said
When
it
my
itself.
body says that, I just go get a cinnamon roll.
I was like, no, I don't want to. You know what? How about I make some nice chicken for dinner?
You know, that's a healthy way to go about it. Very healthy, Bastian. I'm proud of you.
I mean, I still have time to fix my body.
Still time. There's always time up until there isn't.
I mean, I'm 23, not 30 yet, so I still have 7 years to fix stuff.
Good luck, man. I hope you use those 7 years wisely.
Good
I
luck.
probably won't.
Well, that's okay too.
As wisely as I can. At least I can cook.
And how
That
about you,
helps.
Connor? How's your week been?
It was all right. Last week, I had a big inspection for one of my programs. Required a 75 to pass. Got a 76.
Very nice.
See, right there.
Have you ever successfully recovered booty from under the sea?
No, I'm not
Okay.
a diver.
Well, when the day comes that you haul up an old pirate ship filled with Spanish gold, you probably won't be able to say anything, but you know, give me a wink and a nod, all right? I want to know.
I got you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
What if it's not Spanish though?
I'll take it. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Because at this point, I mean, like, who could even call it Spanish gold if it's been under the sea for 200 years, right? It's American gold if we find it, right?
What if it's cursed gold?
There's no such thing as curses.
Yeah, there's no such thing as
There's
curse.
no such thing as curses, unless you're in the Bermuda Triangle, and then there's
look at
curses.
advice channel in Discord, Neal. There's a lot of minor and major curses someone asked for.
Aside from your lack of nautical booty and your passing your tests, what's been up?
I'm not passing tests, passing an inspection. It's
Inspections, I'm sorry.
a very different thing. Not a whole lot, really. Just work. I've been grading tests.
Exciting?
Oh yeah,
Do you have
it is. It's just when you're taking tests, remember you say some dumbass shit. Like I'm not immune to it. I know I've said some pretty stupid stuff.
do you have any examples you'd like to share with us?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
But crazy, the goons, they're just drinking oil. That's all.
Drinking oil.
Yep, that's what
Nice.
the goons do.
Well, let's hop into game then.
Excellent.
Unlike every episode of Shenanigans that has ever existed, we're not starting in Shenanigans today.
Wait, this isn't the first time that's happened.
That's
It's
happened
the
like-
first time this has ever happened, Connor.
It happened like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I think.
Where did we start that wasn't in Shenanigans?
I don't remember. I just remember it happening recently.
No. I don't believe you.
All right, fair enough.
The two of you wake up. You are in a darkened, cold, damp, dank room. Your hands are chained and strapped to a wall. You are in a seated position with your feet up before you, your back against some sort of stone or brick or concrete, probably not concrete, wall.
Some sort of stone.
Some sort of stony, rocky thingy.
Well, I have to say, the play with the Dryad did get something out of hand. Hello, little fella. Do you know where we are?
Trouble. That's what it looks like.
Trouble. Trouble is fun. Well,
You got a really weird sense of fun there, bud. You might want
just have to live a little, right?
Well, I live plenty. And the idea is to keep living. So Neal, you said when our hands are bound, are they like tightly bound, or are they just like?
If you move them, you've got about 3 feet of chain between your left and right hands, but they are in the middle of that 3-foot section. It's hooked to something on the wall. So,
Like above me?
Yeah, above you. You're a kobold, so you're pretty small. So your hands probably have the least amount of room just because you're so short. But if you stood up, you'd have more wiggle room, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Do I have anything on me?
You have clothing. You're not naked, but your packs and gear and weapons and armor are missing, unless you would normally keep something secretly hidden on you while you sleep, or during your day. You don't have any like hidden pockets, do you?
I mean, I definitely have hidden pockets in what I normally wear.
Yeah, but would there be anything in them?
Oh yeah. Probably like some emergency money,
Okay.
and then probably like 2 or 3 gold, and then
Let me make some checks to see which of this stuff you have on you.
probably some of my more get around these tools. So there should definitely be a chance that lock picking stuff is in there.
There's definitely a chance, but I rolled a 1 on your chance for it. I'm sorry. It's been found or dropped or misplaced or something. But the gold is there.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, your gold is there.
All right,
Maybe-
we can eat it when we get out.
Maybe I should probably describe my character, because it's a new character.
Let's hear it.
So, this is Fen, a satyr with black and brown fur, kind of differing in terms of colors. For example, the chest hair is more black than brown. His hair the hair that is around his head, or on his head, is somewhat wild. Maybe now he doesn't know how long we've been in here, maybe a bit greasy by now. He has beige colored, slightly curved horns, but like straight, slightly curved backwards. And he has, in terms of clothing only like a simple linen shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the clothing he has. Sadly, no other thing that he has, because all our gear is not here.
And what class are you?
I'm a fighter.
Okay. Well, here you are.
Well, this does not look like a fun place. Any ideas, my little friend?
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of ideas, and unfortunately, they didn't make them through whatever the hell we went through. How the hell did we even get here? Who the hell are you?
Well, my name is Fen, and I had a most gracious, most beautiful party with, well, some good friends of mine, some good old dryads, if you might say. And, well, we had our fun, we drank a lot. You know how parties go. I can't remember a single thing we did. Also, I have quite a headache. But I'm used to it.
I'm sure you are. I am sure you are.
I'll only need a little bit of my own homebrew drink, and I'll be right as rain. Well,
I'm sure.
Bastards took my wineskin.
Yeah, well, they took a few of my shit too. Nice. Got like a hairpin on you or something?
No, I don't normally use them.
Shit.
Well, how far away are we from each other?
You are on the same section of wall, so your backs are facing the same thing. And I think there's probably... What is this, like 3 feet of space between the two of you?
Okay.
Between the posts holding you guys together. So if you stand and shuffle, you could like bump into each other. That's probably as close as you're gonna get to one another. How tall are you? You're both about the same height, right? Satyrs are pretty short.
No, they're about human size. I'm 5'4".
Holy shit, you're huge. Okay.
That's the last time I played a satyr. You said the same thing. Satyrs are not like dwarves. They are actually human sized.
That does not jive with my internal
They're about, or
imagery.
if you might say, they're about elf-sized in that regard.
Okay.
Either way, it's still like
He's bigger than Shag.
Yeah,
twice
he's
as tall.
bigger than a kobold. Definitely bigger than a kobold. Satyrs are not gnome-sized.
I always thought they were like goblin-sized.
No, satyrs are human-sized.
Well, there we go then.
Well, this is interesting.
As far as I know, you're both still seated, right?
I probably stood up. It's real awkward to just be like this the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable.
If I stand up, are my hands still like?
The post that holds your hands together is maybe 2.5 feet off the ground. Maybe 3 feet off the ground total. So if you stand up, your hands will be like behind you and at like mid-back level or something.
How much room do I have with my hands? How much movement room?
The chain that binds them is 3 feet long.
So actually a lot of movement room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have one idea I could try.
What you got?
How thick are the chains, Neal?
Quite thick. Yes.
Like, how thick?
Like heavy chain thickness? Are you gonna try and bend bars, lift gates?
I was trying something different. Give me an inch. Like how much? An inch or less?
An inch thick chain? What?
That's I don't, hold on.
No, how much of an inch?
Hold on, let me look at some images of chains so I can figure this shit out.
Because I have a certain talent that is called crushing blow. The character can break hard objects with his or her hands, or even feet, which is quite fitting for a satyr. Under ideal conditions, the character can break a wooden board half an inch thick per level, or 1/4 inch thick slab of stone or brick per level. Objects that are exceptionally strong, reinforced, supported by other objects, or not shaped like boards receive a saving throw versus crushing blow to avoid breakage.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to break a chain because it's not.
It depends on how thick it is.
Well, the issue with the chain is that it's not gonna hold, like, it's not nice and flat and solid, and you can just break it. It's bendy, right? There's no like, you're not gonna get any leverage to snap it.
What about his chain? If he pulls his chain.
I don't think you're going to be able to break chains with a board breaking ability here. I think that's going to be...
It is usable against objects that are not like boards. They only receive a saving throw, or if they're especially sturdy.
Look at this ability here. Hold on. Satyrs.
It's it's under combat and tactics. It's a martial art.
Oh.
Satyrs don't have crushing blow.
I was really surprised. Yeah. Combat and tactics. Okay. Under martial
arts talents. Crushing blow.
Crushing blow.
God damn. that song.
That song.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to use it against the chain. It's too floppy. I know the objects not shaped like boards technically applies to every single object in existence. However, I don't think it does apply to every single object.
Even it was pulled taut.
I don't
Well, the
think
thing
you
is,
can
you
have
need a lot
strength enough to
of
pull it
tension
taut.
on there to use that.
Yeah, you would need more tension than you would be applying force.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, but good try. Good try.
Well, he probably tries it, like either with his fist or he tries like with his hoof. Like, well, he even tries to pull it taut. Well, if I had more leverage, if I wasn't bound by these chains, it probably would be possible. But like this,
So we're connected to a post, you said, Neal?
It's like an eye screw or whatever it's called that sticks out of the wall.
Why don't you just try it on that?
That's solid.
Yeah, good thinking, good eye, my friend. And he probably does with his hoof because he has more. Come on. Yeah.
Look up
Crushing blow.
Saving throw versus crushing blow. Waiting for it to load. Oh my god, is my internet dead again? No.
You're still here.
No, because you're still talking to us.
But for some reason, can't go to Regal Goblin. Oh my god, my browser's still not working.
What do you need?
Unless you're using Chrome.
No,
What do you
Firefox
need,
is
Neal?
doing the same thing.
Not Firefox.
Neal, what do you need? I have the books open.
I can just get it my own way.
Okay.
But thank you.
Tell me what you need so I can lie to you.
You'll never see it coming.
Let's see. Crushing blow. Save. Item saving throws. Crushing blow. Here we go. Bone ivory. Oh, that's not a good chance, but let's give it a shot. No, unfortunately, 6 is a. How does saving throws work? You want to roll above, right? Yeah, we're fine here. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So.
That did not work. Maybe I should try again.
You keep trying, bud. You keep trying. Is there anything like that I could like jerry rig as a lockpick at all, Neal? Like maybe even a twig if it came down to it.
Yeah, give me a perception check while you feel along the floor looking for something.
I do have dark vision, so.
Yes, you do have dark vision. You can see that there is a door on the other side of the room. There's no light sources in this room, but there's a light source maybe through on the other side of that door, or maybe like on the other side of another door beyond that, because there's just the faintest amount of light trickling in underneath the door frame. It gives you enough to see that this room with your dark vision is maybe 20 foot square, 20 on 20 by.
That's small.
By 10, by 15,
okay,
yeah.
20 by 20, okay.
Yeah, 20 foot on each side of the square.
You still want me to roll that perception check?
I would love that, thank you.
It's
Yeah,
nah.
no good.
I'd take it if it's a roll to hit.
Okay, so you don't spot anything, and
Right.
the area around you is nice and clear.
Shit.
So can I just repeat the crushing blow on the object?
No, I think that's going to be like a once and done save. Otherwise, anyone could eventually crush a metal object given.
Well, the
20
crushing
attempts.
blow is a special ability. You cannot just try to crush a metal object.
I'm going to say
trained
that
to crush.
I'm going to say it's the same thing as the bend bars lift gates. It's either
Okay.
6. Yeah. So this is the point where you hear faint footsteps coming.
This
Probably
is also the
from
point
that
where I
room.
realize I'm a kobold and the shackles are probably too big for me and I just slip right out.
Yep. Yep,
is
they put on
bullshit.
oversized shackles for you. You hear footsteps, very soft footsteps. Definitely not hard-heeled boots. Definitely not anything. It's probably like slippers or moccasins or maybe some like strappy sandals or something.
Flip-flops.
I sit back down and pretend to be asleep.
The door opens and a small bit of light comes in. It looks like the light source is beyond that door, probably beyond another door. What are you doing, Satyr?
I mean, I stand there and look whoever is entering.
There is a
Seriously.
man's voice who says, well, well, well. You've awakened. I have some questions for you. And
Well, whatever they are, the Dryads consented to what happened.
I have new questions for you, but we'll get to those later.
If it was about that deer, you know, I had nothing to do with it. I promise.
No,
Checked.
please, stop.
Checked.
Stop. It's not about those things. It's about my arch rival and arch enemy, Desmond,
Who's that?
the purveyor of the tavern.
What tavern?
The one in Berkshire.
Never heard of it.
Shenanigans.
No idea. I mean, you were
Lying
the
to
one
me
who plucked me
already
out of
then, I see.
You were the one apparently who plucked me out of the most beautiful orgy that I ever had. So,
I found you drunk and unconscious in an alleyway, propped up against Shenanigans.
well, that is the first that happened. Well, no, not actually, no. Actually, it is. Well, I can't remember all the time, so.
Maybe some more time to think will clear your mind.
If you
And
have if you have our things, I have some lovely brew that I made myself. A sip of that would probably clear my mind.
There's a low chuckle, and the figure goes back through the door and shuts it. And then you can hear the soft footsteps and another door opening and closing, and it's gone.
Well, that was a strange fellow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he realizes that he could just probably go up and ask people. He doesn't need to kidnap people to do that.
Well, whatever. Do you know who he's speaking of?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Desmond runs Shenanigans.
Well, tell me about it. I would like to know. I would like to know why I was taken here for whatever reason.
It's a pretty good bar. He usually forgets to charge you for things. His wife doesn't though, so if his wife is there, you gotta make sure. And
I mean, I make my own brew anyway.
that defeats the purpose of going to the bar.
Well, I never go to bars. I have my own drink, I have my own food.
Fair
I
enough.
can't cook, but you can't do everything.
Sure. Yeah, it's a pretty good place. Dude uses his retirement money to fund the whole thing, as well as the occasional profits he rakes in. Emphasis on occasional. Yeah, it's weird shit goes on in and around Shenanigans. So.
Well, that sounds like a fun place, I have to say. Weird shit. Ah.
Oh yeah, no. Like, there's some weird stuff going on. I've heard stories where there's like this zombie uprising thing. There are like some skeletons that were running around the town. Some dude got eaten by a purple worm.
Well, but to be honest, tell me, how many beautiful women are there? Would come to that place.
That is subjective, and your idea of beauty is different than my idea of beauty.
Ah, good answer. So, yeah.
Because if you ask me, it's usually pretty low, not into those. But then again, I prefer kobolds.
Well, besides kobolds, I suspect there are also beautiful kobold women from you that are to your taste at that place.
Not really. It's like a human town, so you don't get a lot of kobolds in there.
Oh, really?
I mean, there are several that live. Like, the lord of the place is a kobold. That's a funny story, right there. That is hilarious.
All right, tell me that story. I mean, we have plenty of time here.
And we do have plenty of time.
So some time passes. You guys swap stories. It sounds like you're not too bothered by being shackled in a dungeon.
Fen can tell him some things what dryads can do. With control over nature, especially.
Tune in
Probably
to the
a lot
late
of
night
things that you
Shenanigans
don't
stream
want to hear.
for what dryads can do.
Well,
After
have you
hours
ever
with
seen them
Bastian.
control? Have you ever seen them control those roots and plants that grow along
Vines?
trees? Vines.
Ivy.
Yes. Have you ever seen them control them very skillfully? It is a marvel. Let me tell you a little bit more, and he probably tells you
No, please.
a lot of details that you probably didn't want to know about.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everything is stuff he doesn't want to know.
So half an hour later, your stories are interrupted by the same footsteps, and the door creaks open again. The figure takes its place in the doorway, silhouetted by the small amount of light that passes beyond the further door, and says, "Well, are you ready to talk now?"
I was ready to talk before, my friend.
Shag, are you again looking to be asleep?
Oh no, I'm just like staring at him.
Desmond, I need to know everything about him. What is his? How many children does he have? What are their names?
If you're his arch rival, shouldn't you already know that shit?
I mean, I don't
By the
know.
sounds of it, you've been after this guy for years, but you don't know shit about him. So you're just trying to do this as like some sort of fad. And
Well,
you're just, gee, Mom, what should I do today? I don't know. Do something. Get the fuck out of here. Mom, I don't know. Just go pick on him. And then it's like, I'm gonna go pick on the biggest guy, and then you find Desmond.
Well.
I mean, he's just gonna kill you, bro. I've seen some shit.
It seems like you're more than meets the eye, little kobold. Yes,
Yeah, go fuck
I
yourself,
already know many of these things about him.
Apparently you don't if you don't know. Gee, how many kids does he have? Like, you're a shit stalker. Like, I'm
Well,
not gonna help you just because of your own ineptitude.
to be
Friend,
fair,
these are
I have-
control questions to see how willing you are to tell me. I ask you first things I already know the answers to. But you're a little clever. So we'll skip the control questions. How about that?
To be fair, I know not that much about the guy except what he told me just now. How many children does he have? That would actually would be quite interesting to know.
Little kobold, would you like to answer?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll answer.
Without closing the door, the figure recedes, opens another door, and a whole wash of light comes in for a moment. You can see that it's a medium-sized humanoid, maybe a little bit shorter than the satyr, like 5'8", 5'5". Looks to be a human, maybe? Or maybe like a half-elf or something close to a human. It's hard to tell because it's still silhouetted against the light. And it picks up a chain and walks towards you with it, shutting the other door as it gets through. And then kind of drops the chain on the stairway that heads down into the area that you're in. And you can hear the padding of footsteps from like a dog or something, as this other creature like trots down the stairs towards you. And it's a small looking thing, probably a dog. Yeah, 4 legs. It's got a chain around its neck.
You ready to check this thing out?
And the interrogator stands and says, maybe a little time alone with my pet will make you more forthcoming.
Oh, look at him. He's a cutie.
And then he leaves and shuts the doors again. And you can hear the heavy breathing of the dog as it descends the stairs, dragging the chain behind it, and comes to a seated position in front of you.
Oh, you're a cutie, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
How big is it, Neal?
It's a medium dog.
Nah. It's like
What kind of dog?
50 pounds.
A good example of a medium-sized dog. It's like a husky-sized.
Oh, is it a husky?
It is not a husky. You cannot tell the coloring in the very, very dim light here. But you can probably when it came through the doorway, you could see that it was a short-haired dog.
I mean, I have also infravision, so I can see the dog.
Right, but the infravision needs a certain amount of light, and there's almost no light coming in, right? You're just getting the light through 2 sets of closed doors. Yeah. Short-haired, medium-sized, the chain around its neck, sitting maybe 5 feet from you guys with a low growl.
I don't do anything to provoke it.
All right.
What about you, Fen?
I mean, if Shaker said don't do anything to provoke it, he's like, oh, look at him, he's a cutie. Oh, I bet he's lovely.
Temperament of this dog, so I'm not gonna try and pet it.
I'll understand. He might be, his size might be a bit threatening to you. I understand that. Sorry. I sometimes I forget that I also have to consider the point of view of other people. I didn't mean that literally, but I'm sorry.
You done yet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then I just sit there.
All right. The dog sits growling at you for a little while. Then it moves a little bit closer. Kind of sniffs the air. Then a little bit closer. So it's only maybe 3 feet from you now. You could probably reach out and touch it with a toe if you needed to.
I really want. Like he quietly says to Shaq, I really want to pet it.
I mean, you do you, bro.
But it seems like it would be a bad idea.
Hey, you won't know till you find out.
That is true. He just holds his hand up a little bit. Not towards the dog, but just, you know, when you hold your hand up so the dog can sniff it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, the dog does not take well to this, and it lurches at your hand to bite it. We're gonna go to our first break here, and when we come back, we're gonna see Fen versus the Rottweiler. See you guys on the other side of the break.